All right, guys, XRP holders, XRP Army, fellow XRP holders, just like me, I'm here with you. We are all in this boat together, and we have got a very, very big XRP sell-off, coordinated or coinciding with a large crypto sell-off because everything is pretty much going down. The overall crypto market down over 7+%. Hundreds of billions of dollars of crypto market capitalization is gone. You can see that Bitcoin is well below that 80,000. It's down 6.5. Ethereum down almost 15+%. XRP down 13%. Now let's take a look at its 24-hour low here, where it has dropped on its 24-hour number, and the lowest it's been is $1.64. So you have a choice here, right? The choice is A, stand strong, don't sell. I mean, obviously, I'm not selling. I'm adding. I said I was going to buy a little bit more at $1.80. I have bought a little bit more, and if we continue to see this drop, I'm going to be buying as we continue to go down because I want to lower my average cost per unit, and I'm going to DCA in, dollar cost average in. Why is XRP dropping, and how low will it go? Well, look, XRP is dropping because of obviously what is going on in the overall financial markets. This is a continuation of what happened Thursday and Friday of last week. This is the continued fallout of the tariff situation unfolding. You can see over here on the right, and let me move the picture. Actually, you can see it over here on the right. The Dow futures are down 709. As of when I'm recording this video, the stock market is not open yet. The futures are down 700 on the Dow, and the Nasdaq are down 361. But you can see the headlines across the board. Look, Wall Street gets ready for another Trump tariff fueled rout, meaning going down. Jamie Dimon, we're not in Kansas anymore. Morgan Stanley, S&P could tumble another 7 or 8%. Market stress signals are flashing bright. Trump calls on slow-moving Fed to cut rates. That's now what we're seeing is we're trying to see what the Federal Reserve is going to do. Now, the Federal Reserve, the Fed, does have a meeting today. It is a regularly scheduled meeting of the Federal Reserve. It is not an emergency meeting. Some people out on X are saying it's an emergency meeting. It is not. It is a regularly scheduled meeting. Will anything come of that? The Fed seems to be digging their heels in and saying, hey, we're not going to reduce the interest rate, things of that nature. So there's a war, a feud battling or heating up, if you will, between Trump and the Federal Reserve. But you can see overall, my point of showing you all this, Goldman now sees 45% chance of recession. The overall tone, obviously, right, is extremely negative in the stock market, and it is impacting, obviously, crypto dramatically. So let's talk about how low can we see XRP go? What is an XRP price prediction? Look, right here, right now, the crypto market has been holding up better than the stock market as far as percentage move down. There's been almost $8 to $10 trillion of stock market valuation dissolve since Thursday of last week. And we haven't seen, obviously, anything like that. We haven't seen the crypto market capitalization, as far as a perspective, drop below, say, $1 trillion, which we had before. The lowest of the crypto market capitalization was like $770 billion, happened in the last couple of years. So we haven't seen that. So crypto is holding up better. Now, as far as specifically to XRP, could XRP from here drop below $1? Yeah, it is entirely possible. And don't shoot the messenger because I'm saying those words, and I'm not trying to spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt or anything like that, guys. I'm just trying to be candid with you and honest with you to prepare you that we're in uncharted waters here. We really are. We are in uncharted waters as far as what we're seeing of the turmoil and the turbulence playing out in the reset here, where Trump's team and his staff and himself are trying to reset all of these trade relationships to get ultimately the United States a better deal as far as what tariffs are or are not being levied on our goods and so forth and so on. And everybody has said, the bears and the bulls, that this is going to be painful, and we know that this. So it's kind of it's being touted as a short-term to mid-term pain that's going to result in tremendous bull run et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, whether you believe that or not is really, beside the point at this point. This is where we're at. It's really what I'm trying to say. So from an XRP price prediction, could we see XRP roll below $1? Yeah. And if that happens, what are you going to do? That's the question for you. If that happens, I'm buying more. If that happens, I'm going to be adding to my bag. Because again, for me, it comes back to those same core questions that I always get you to ask yourself. A, do you think that the crypto market is going to dry up and go away? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, then you probably should, exit stage left. Do you think that the crypto market's going to be bigger a year from now, 2 years, 5 years from now? Yes or no? If the answer is no, then you probably, should exit stage left. If you think the market's going to be bigger, if you think that XRP is going to go to $30, $40, $50, then if you have the cash, if you have the capital, if you have some dry powder, if you will, that's what they call it, then maybe you should be looking at some buying levels as we are seeing this thing possibly going to drop. Now, we will have a bounce at some point. We just don't know when. And that's the thing. We don't know when. Anybody who says they do is full of it. Nobody knows when this is going to, this turbulence, this turmoil is going to ease. Now, there's been 50 plus countries come back to the table saying they want to negotiate with President Trump on the tariffs, all that kind of stuff. But the market's ignoring that right now, and the market is adapting and adjusting to the continued fallout from this. And so we'll have to see how this plays out. But I think we could see XRP drop below $1. And if it does, I'm buying. That's really how I look at it. I'm going to continue to add to my bag, continue to lower my cost per unit, to have a lower average cost as we continue to see XRP possibly fall anymore. But remember that it's not dropping because of anything negative having to do with XRP itself. This is a broader financial market issue playing out that we're seeing. Okay. Final thought here. We see right here that XRP continues to move down. As you can see on this chart, this is a different view of it over on TradingView. That is my trading indicator who gave a sell alert back on March 10th. So it said, hey, it's time to get out of XRP if you are doing short-term to mid-term trading. If you're a long-term investor, you're buying and holding, and you're holding for 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years. This is not relevant to your strategy. But this is how you can make even more money in a short-term trading strategy, is buying and selling on the short term. Because remember, I've showed you guys this. This was after Trump got elected, all the way to here, about 86 days or so. XRP went up 500%. We are going to see another move up like this. Will it be 500%? I can't guarantee you that. But just to put that in perspective, there was a perfect buy alert and a perfect sell alert that timed the entry point and the exit point. 500%, $2,000 bought here, sold here would have made you over $10,000 profit in only 86 days. And then again, see right here, we've got that sell alert. So it's basically says, hey, sell, because we've got some more volatility and we can see that XRP has moved down. So if you want to help making more money in the crypto market, and oh, by the way, you want to use it for stocks, you can do that as well. This is the Tesla chart you can see right here. So this is for stocks. That's a buy alert to a sell alert in 70 days, 80%, $1,000 bought here, sold here would have made you a profit of $821. But again, with that sell alert, it said, hey, it's time to sell and get out, and you wouldn't take a 50% loss. See this red box down here? A 50% loss. You wouldn't write it up and then write it down. No, you pocketed your $851 in profit, sat on the sidelines, and then boom, right there. You see that new buy alert right there came in right there and said, hey, it's time to. Why is my little? You get my point. It's not working. Interesting. Okay. You see where my cursor is. I was trying to highlight that with a little green, circle. It's weird. Okay. Anyway, that's not my software doing it. That's my software that gave a buy alert. That's TradingView is not allowing me to highlight that. Interesting. Okay. So if you're interested, links in the description below. Boom, down. This is the biggest discount I've ever offered on the software. You can get a quarterly option. That's the best option you can get. 30 days. Look, I've lowered the price even more to give you guys a break because of the uncertainty in financial times we've got here. So you can be using the software to make more money on the stock side, because everything, again, the stocks are all bottoming out right now. So why not time the bottom on those stocks, right? Time the bottom. You can find all these stocks that you can buy, time the bottom, and then get a 30, 40, 50% bounce off of that as we continue to see crypto drop. Again, time the bottom. The software is going to tell you when the time is to buy, because we're probably going to see crypto move down a little bit more. So why not have the software tracking it and then tells you, okay, boom, it's the time to buy right now. Get in here. And then, like, again, we saw right here, time the bottom and then get in and ride that up and then sell at the top. Okay, so that's what the software tells you what to do. It'll help you do that. All right, I appreciate you. Thanks for giving me a few minutes. Links in the description below. Go pick it up. And the discount code there makes it the cheapest I've ever offered for you guys. See you. Bye.